We're making sure the camera works and the sound works. And is anything working is really the question we're asking ourselves at the moment. With that all said, welcome to KillCo Whiskey Musings. Wait, no, my name is Brian. Yeah, welcome to KillCo Whiskey Musings. My name is Brian. Day 23 of the Whiscord Advent calendar, as you can tell. We're in a bit of a weird spot right now. This thing's pissing me off like crazy. I have the heat on because it's freaking cold. Let me get to where I need to be here. This is going to be different for me in many different ways, since I have no control over what's happening. As far as being able to see, I don't have two screens, is what I'm trying to say. I have the one, and it's tiny. Zedboot, hello! This is like going back to my earliest video. That is exactly the quality we are looking for here on this channel. I want to go back to the beginning, back to my roots, where everything looked like shite and sounded awful. I actually didn't have enough time to set anything up anyway. For whatever reason, the lighting here is so weird. I didn't mess with the lighting, I didn't mess with the sound. So this is what you got. You can probably hear the heater. And, oh, hello. Thank you. I'm glad that works. Thank you, Zenboot. What did that say? Ooh. Hold on. There's a dock missing here. Oh, fudge. Big nice. Thank you for that. I will attempt to see what you just told me there. It'll take a second, because I don't know what I'm doing. Ah! Wow. Thanks. Random, huge amount of notifications and everything else. Even PayPal's on here telling me stuff. Nope. I'm trying to type in StreamYard. No, Stream Elements. Elements. I did have the option for a couple other areas, but this is the desk one. This is the one that we're like, this is the desk. Here you are. Has a plug. Is this plugged in? It is. Good. I knew that. I do have the sample with me. Don't worry, I didn't forget. I would never. I do. You're gonna hear a lot of weird ass noises because I'm on my laptop, and my laptop is really fond of notifying me of things I do not care about. Or at least I noticed those notifications much earlier in the day. Let's see this activity feed here. Today is my landlady's 100th birthday. Holy moly! Live long and prosper. Indeed. Holy sh! God, imagine what she's seen. So she's 100 this year. That means she was born in 1922? Am I thinking about that right? That's bonkers. I don't even know what the hell was happening in 1922. A lot. A lot has happened since then. Good God, that's a mind twist. Happy birthday to her. Let's have a toast in honor of your landlady's 100th birthday, because that only comes around once. And that's it. There's nothing else you need to achieve after that. You hit the 100, everything else is just extra. Why is this not showing everything I want to shoot? As you can tell, I planned accordingly for everything. There we go. There we go. Alright, I see chat now properly. It's just not moving. Forget about it. Let's see what we have for color here. Hey, what do you know? It looks like a bourbon. He said in the dark, where you can't really see what's happening. It only comes out around once a century. Exactly. Might as well celebrate it early. There we go. It says bourbon to me. What does it say to you? Again, the lighting is trash right now. Because if I try to do anything else, I will spend the next 30 minutes messing around with the lighting because it's driving me nuts. Speaking of driving me nuts, thank you. Good. There's actually a fake fireplace to my left here, and I had it going. Still making noise. That was freaking me out. Making sure it's off. Are you off? Be done. Thank you. Making a ticking sound. It's driving me nuts. Lo-fi KillCo. Oh yes, thank you, Music Maestro. Let's study lo-fi, but here we go. See if you can hear the music. I probably can't hear it very well, but as long as you can hear it, we're good. This is a janky stream. That's what I call them, right? If I'm traveling or out and about like I am right now. I had a lovely dinner. Oh, check my Instagram. Also subscribe. Also, that's about it. I want to say Twitter, but I don't really care about that anymore right now. I'm on Mastodon. That's a new thing. Link down below, I think. Ugh. And hello, Pinch Hitter Whiskey. And Floydian. Hi. I don't know what you said, but hi. Good to see another face. Or screen name. So, anyway, what do you think of the color? Bourbon? Can you tell it's not actually black is the real question, because, again, the lighting here is awful. I can turn more lights on. You just won't be able to see anything. John McEloquent, hello. Soft music's heard. Alright, let me know if it was too soft, too loud. I can mess with it. No, Pinch Hitter, it was absolutely about the music, I know. Admirable? Well, I appreciate the thought. Admirable? It's while I'm doing what I'm doing because I can. This webcam actually isn't too bad, really. But since I'm in a new location, I haven't messed with the lighting, I haven't messed with the sound, I know nothing about how this sounds to you guys or looks to you guys, but I'm sure it's great. I did this, though. I figured that was the okay one. I do have my little lighting thing here. I can blind myself if you like. Hello everybody, how are you? This is a great time we're going to have tonight. I don't think so. No. Back from whence you came. Damn you! That's my little portable light. Also, 5 fingers. High five. Didn't see you in here. Well, I think I saw you, but then I got distracted. Tonight's the night where we have... This is Christmas Eve. So enjoy it while it lasts, because it only happens once every year. And then it's Christmas Eve, and then it's Christmas Day, and then nobody cares anymore until New Year's. That's how that works. For the most part. Here's the thing. When I worked in a factory, and yes, I worked in a factory, it sucked. I had to be stupid early. Not early as many people have, but early for me. 7:30 in the morning. Didn't like it. What was my point? Oh yeah, Christmas landing on the weekend sucked, because then you didn't get an extra day off. If it landed on Monday or Tuesday, you'd get almost 2 weeks off. Oh, it was great. Always dependent on where it landed. This time it's a weekend, so companies can shortchange you with your time off. Again, I did bring my water. My baby bottle of water. Because it makes me look like a child. And it's kind of heavy. Exercise. It's all good. With that, let us get on to the nose. I don't know how that sounded, sorry. Because we're here for whiskey and nothing else. And if you're wondering, the weather here is crap at the moment. You may even hear the wind. In fact, hold on. This thing's gonna drive me insane. Stop. Off. Damn you. Back from the hell from which you came. Thank you. I'd love to mess with the lighting. But from what I could tell, there's a light here, there's a light there, there's a light over there. You can actually see all of them. But when I turn them on, it absolutely obliterates this camera. I'll show you near the end of the stream if you remind me, otherwise I will not. But I wanted to use some more lighting, but it's just not doing it. Didn't approve. Did not like. But again, we're going into this with thinking it's a bourbon. Again, the lighting sucks, but you can't. It's very light amber. Makes me think it's orange is actually more than anything. But again, the lighting is weird. Onto the nose and the legs. Hold on, let's check the legs. I can at least check that, right? Can't tell. Nope, definitely can't tell. I'm smelling malt, though, but I'm also freaking myself out, so onto the nose. Yeah. That was like an overpowering butterscotch note right there. Whoa, there's a... I found out there's a drawer on this table. Good to know. Anything in there? Thankfully, no. My brain was like, there's probably a message in there. It says, get out. And once again, this came very handy. Bastards Ball 2021? Yeah, 2021. Woo. Good stuff. If you don't know what this is, good. Immediately regretting this beverage. Last night's was so good. Well, if you weren't here, spoilers, it's Japanese whiskey. That was, oh my gosh, so good. This thing, gotta let it sit a little longer. Papa KillCo, hi! Hope you're feeling alright, Dad. Dad did the whole go to Boston, come back thing today, so he's probably beat. Dad, I posted pictures on Instagram, so they're probably on Facebook, of the wonderful dinner I had here. Hopefully you'll be able to visit next week and have some food at the Safari Inn, or the Safari Room, I think that's what they call it. Delightful. A nice little cocktail. I've already had 2 drinks, folks. That's what happens when I'm anywhere else but home. No! I don't like it. It's malty. It's a weird malt. Or it's another Canadian whiskey, or it's something else I've never had. I don't like the nose that much. It's not terrible, but it is just overwhelmingly sweet nose. And we have that overly ripe fruit. Why? I get so many things that happen when I have a drink like this. I'm just going, is it a malt? Yes. Is it an American malt? Is it Scotch? Probably. Is it funky AF? Yes. Why? Why would someone want to drink this? From the nose. The nose is super weird. I don't like it. This is not something I'd want to eat. This is something I would smell and think, this is a little overly ripe. Probably not good right now to try to eat that. It's like, I've said this a few times during this Advent calendar thing. It's dessert wine level of sweetness, except this is butterscotch. And I like butterscotch, but not at this level. Not at a almost, not real butterscotch, a flavoring of butterscotch. Artificial butterscotch. That is, like the sweetness is cranked up too high. I can't deal with it. Which confuses me as far as, is it a scotch? Or it's something weird that you've never had before. Honey Nut Cheerios, there is this it's spiky. There's something in it that just makes my nose curl up like that. Can you hear the wind? Let me know if you can, because I can. Sounds like a ghost. This place is haunted. Granted, the place I'm staying at is very old as well. If you feel the need to do any research in Rhode Island, the Ocean Cliff in Rhode Island and Newport, Rhode Island, extremely old place. Well, somebody you're close, but more artificial than that. Those are pass for me as far as sweet butterscotch candies, but this is close to the similarity with certain vanilla extract level, and not like the natural stuff, just the artificial vanilla stuff that makes you go, why? Smells good, don't drink it. It would be funny if it was an Irish. I've had similar experiences with Irish where it's just weird and not great. But the color's throwing me off. Like, it doesn't look like it's an Irish whiskey to me. It looks more like a bourbon or a rye or an American malt. Something that's been aged for less time. Or a very long time, depending on where it is. Wind is howling. You can hear it. It's disturbing. Jimmy Jazz, hello! Good to see you here. Good evening. Merry holidays. Happy Christmas. And such. Thanks for being here. And Christmas Eve is a very underrated holiday. I do have something special. I have no idea how that sounded. Sorry. And I'm on Wi-Fi too, so if this really looks like crap, hey, it's another excuse. But I brought along something for the second part of this stream, which is the Starlight Distillery Hubers? H-U-B-E-R-S. SIB Pick Bourbon World Holiday 2020 4-year 57.3%. To celebrate the holiday, which starts now. I can only wonder how many people are drinking a lot more than I am tonight. Cool Runnings, hello. Your friend behind you. There is a painting of some kind behind me. I haven't even looked at it. I don't even know what it is. There's also all these lights that are useless because they just blow out the camera. I'm going to get on the palate of this. I've gone way past the 15-minute mark because I haven't been thinking about it. Whoa! Don't like the nose. I'm eager to find out what this was so I don't have to drink it. Again, delighted that I get to try it, but what is this? Cheers. I will tentatively raise this in celebrating the 100th birthday of Zenbu's landlord, but if the next one I have tastes better, then I'll replace that with this, that with this, that with this, this with that, this with this. There we go. Yuck, yuck. Pungent. Stewed prunes? Are prunes ever stewed? That sounded like a weird thing to say, but hey. Alright, I'm gonna drink it. Hope it tastes better than the palate, the nose. Because how? How did that taste completely different from the nose? Not in a good way. It was almost... Is this a rye? Is this some kind of twisted, weird-ass rye? I don't think it's spicy enough to be a rye. But it's got some odd characteristics. It's better than me another damn Japanese whiskey, I swear. Give me the alternate end of the spectrum where I just go, no, never. Play-Doh? Seriously? What was that? Got the finish. Is it Play-Doh finish? No, I've never eaten Play-Doh. That I remember. Don't judge me. I honestly don't know if I ever did, so. I do know what Play-Doh smells like, though, vividly. Alright, oh. Almost sour. Like I said, overly ripe. Like something's wrong. Where does this stuff come from? I thought about marker, and I also thought of paperclip. I don't know. All right, I just say what happens to flash by my mind there. It never really makes sense. Oh, a nickel. Weird, like coppery metallic notes coming through now. Ugh. I'm another sip and I'll hold on my palate. Hey. Almost like burnt toast. Texture's okay. Palate's certainly better than those for me, thankfully. A little vanilla. A little caramel sweetness. But I don't. If this is a bourbon, what the hell is going on? It doesn't have the prickly notes of a rye. The proof doesn't seem like it's very high. We got burnt toast. Metallic notes. Fake, or artificial, not fake, artificial butterscotch on the nose. The taste isn't as bad. It's starting to grow on me, honestly. It'd be nice if I could drink all of this. I do not like to dump whiskeys, but there's one thing you have to do when you become a whiskey somm. Get used to it. Take a sip, take 2 sips, dump the rest. Get over it. You've had the experience, move on. It's a very hard thing to do, but you adapt. You at least tried it. That's what I can certainly say for this one. I tried it. Also, nothing is going to beat the fact that I had filet mignon earlier tonight. So good. Oh, I'm going to sleep well tonight, I hope. I say that and I remember I'm in a hotel. Well, I don't know what to call this place. It's not a hotel by any means, but it's slightly bougie. But it's a different bed, and I barely sleep pretty well in my own bed. Sipping a rusty nail on the side. Half Drambuie, half Ardbeg 10. Whoa! That's quite a combo. I don't even know if I've had Drambuie. I did say Drambuie, right? Sorry, again, I only have one screen. I have the chat up, but it's also just far enough away from my eyesight to go, what? Ah, I can't read it. That kind of thing. Again, that's all on Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook and Mastodon and TikTok, I don't want to live through another era of new social media stuff, alright? I was just barely getting used to the fact that there were so many big ones that were so annoying. Why? So this made me think of some kind of cloth, and then I thought of maybe it's got an autumn vibe. I thought of that plaid, like red and black plaid. So I can only equate that to being some kind of autumn thing. Because I could get that, burning leaves, or not in a smoky way, just like it's far away, and you're 5 miles down the road. What the hell is going on with this? I am so confused. I don't know what to expect with this. I don't know. And again, I don't want to drink all of this if I don't have to. But if I find out this is like some 20-something-year-old Scotch, then I will, begrudgingly. I'll do it. It took 20 years to get to me. I'm going to drink it. We'll see. That'd be funny if I got an age statement right. With that, again, I passed the 15-minute mark by 10 minutes. So I'm going to see what this is, where day 23 is. What the fuck? Oh, thankfully, it is not 25-year-old anything. Ugh, there's a big thing I have to read. No reviews. This one's so weird. Alright, explain. Explain yourself, random ass whiskey. Oh, what the hell? Alright. That explains quite a bit. Oh god, no wonder I thought this was so freaking weird, because it is. Does anyone here like tequila? I don't even know where to go from here. Alright, I'm going to save these images so I can see them a little better. Let me tell you what the name of it is. It's called Sierra Norte. If you're wondering why I said it with that little twang, it's because it's Mexican whiskey. You heard me. Mexican whiskey. They're not just doing tequila anymore. Sierra-Norte. I don't even... Let's see if I can find out any more about it here. Hold on, I need to save these images like last time. My eyes! What? Oh. Save image as... I don't want to say the... It doesn't want me to. I don't know how to use my computer. No? Really good. Ah, that's better. Now can I do it? Good. Overly complicated way to do this, but alright. Sure. No, God. No. Sorry, I accidentally opened up the YouTube version of seeing myself, and it was disgusting. I mean, it was not when it's distracting. Let me read the back to you. Once I get, because I want to know more about this. This again is bizarre, out of absolute left field, 100%. There'd be no way for me to guess this because I didn't even think Mexican whiskey was a thing. I'm not 100% surprised that it is, just kind of unexpected at this point. All right, image, show me things. Native Acacan green corn. So this is corn? Are you sure? Batch number 1. Oh wow, it does not drink like the proof. Acacan. Oaxacan. Green corn. This does explain the ridiculous sweetness that was going on. I've got some pretty sweet malts, but nothing like this ever. Oh. No coloring or flavor added. That's cool. Good, good. I like to hear that. We have a lot of info about it. Barrel number 270, bottle number 174, again, single barrel pick. Batch number 1, 52.8%. I would have no idea. I thought that was 48, 45. There was no, wow, God, it's a high proof. Even on the palate, nothing that made me think it was high proof like that, or higher proof. It's 50 plus, 50% plus. Let's read the back, shall we? Because I'm curious. The Sierra Norte, sure, mountains of Oaxaca, Mexico, with their profuse floral, abundant wildlife, and crystal clear flowing waters, support some of the world's most treasured biodiversity. More than any crop, corn embodies the life-giving relationship between ancient mountains and their inhabitants. These ancient mountains, sorry. Again, there's a curve. Descendants of the region's first farmers continue replanting the best seeds from each harvest, as they and their ancestors have done for over 7,000 years. Well, that's great. That's commitment right there. Sierra Norte, I don't know how to words. Distilling started with master distiller Douglas French's passion. Douglas French's, and this is okay. Passion to use different varieties of this ancient, flavorful Oaxacan corn to make a series of unique, outstanding whiskey. Each variety is distilled separately and matured in French oak casks. Oh, I do like French oak. That would also explain the color. So as to showcase its individual characters, wait a minute. Characters and nuances. So this is a specialty corn of a Mexican whiskey finished in French oak casks. Cool. What an interesting idea. I don't know how any of that all blends together like this, but it did. That explains why it's so weird. I've never had anything like this before, ever, other than the French oak factor. Oaxacan. Thank you. I would have no idea. What the hell is this sample? Exactly. I don't know. How bizarre. Apple cider bourbon and cocktail. Made of ADHD Nulu pick. Friggin' apple. That's perfect. Mark Emaneker. Hello. Welcome. I never had any of ADHD Whiskey stuff. I mean, I'm just not... I can only stay involved with so many channels, and that is not one of them. I know he does picks. I know Mash and Journey is a pick thing. But I'm basically set on just it's Bourbonite picks because they do a lot of them. And I've met them enough times in person to be like, alright, you guys are decent. I can tolerate your presence better than most. So just a bit time with everyone, so don't worry. And I like bourbon. But I cannot buy every single one. I think I bought, it's Bourbonite, Aquavite, and Hot Buddy Rolls. Just the one. And if you know, you know. I don't know. Again, this is ridiculously sweet on the nose. I would not know this is corn. I'm not surprised that it is because of how sweet it is, but the nose of it just doesn't scream corn that I've had, since this is a completely different variety as I'm understanding it. Ugh. No. Oh, you know what? Oh, mother freaking heck. Alright. I may have just imprinted this onto the whiskey because I found out what it was. But if any of you have had a smoky mezcal, that's what that weirdness is. That's why I kept feeling like there's some kind of smoke note. And not peat at all. It's this weird, I don't know what the hell it is, but it seems like a, what did I say earlier? Some kind of fire that was far away. Oh. Yeah, the nose is not pleasant to me. As a side note to my earlier comment, I would happily try any of ADHD whiskeys or Mash and Journey or any of those. But there's no way I can deal with more than 1 or 2 or 3 other channels and their picks. And even then, I put the blinders on, if that makes sense. It's like I already have too much of a problem with as many bottles as I have. Don't show me anything else. I know they exist. If I'm going to try them, well, they'll end up here somehow. If not, for instance, Mexican whiskey. Didn't see that one coming. But here we are. Ooh. Moved a little too fast and almost knocked over my glass. Terrifying. We're at 7:32, so I can relax a little bit. Again, I will be drinking this next. This is, once again, the Starlight Distillery Huber's SSAB Pick Bourbon World Holiday 2020. 4-year, 57.3%. You know what I just realized? Shit. I was wondering what I'd forgot. And I forgot that on my laptop, I don't have the thumbs and subscribey thing. So consider that your notification about the thumbs and the subscribey thing. I think most of you are subscribed already. But the thumbs thing is the thing that's always so elusive. My only way to do it properly is to hit the thumb right at the start. And if I didn't really have a nice time, I just don't click it again. There's no thumbs down, I don't believe anymore, but just because hopefully this connection is staying. I lost power last night at my apartment. I was asleep, so I didn't know. It was only for 20 minutes, so it didn't matter. Tonight, I hope that doesn't happen again, because my lights did that thing where everything goes, ah. It's like lights do that, you're like, please don't. They were still on when I left. And now I am absurdly close to the ocean. Once again, if you don't know where Ocean Cliff in Newport is, I'm not even sure how close I am, so I'm going to check now. If that's alright with you. Good. Good to hear it. Yeah. I'm not right on the ocean, but I'm pretty damn close. We're at the mouth of the, was it Nantucket? Hold on, what's the name of it? Saconnet? I forget the name of this damn, I can't even call it a river. It's just, there's an island in between all of this. What do you even call all this water that goes around all of them? River? I guess so. Anyway, the Saconnet River. Mount Hope Bay, that's not it. Anyway, I'm ridiculously close to the water, specifically the ocean. I know where I am near, as far as the giant water near me. North Atlantic Ocean, definitely close to that. Atlantic Ocean even. That would explain the wind. It's a little much. Oh shoot. Sorry, I just realized the chat disappeared again. Because what I'm seeing is not up to date. Pinch hitting wrist reveal. Oh my god. Yes, Mexican whiskey. Weird one. Again, it's called. What is it called? Hold on. Sierra Norte. Wait, did we find out the name exactly? Hold on. It's hard to keep track of things when you don't have more than one screen to look at. Oh, that's the. How is Oaxaca spelled? Oaxacan. What the flip? Anyhow. East Coast Liquor Reviews. Hello, cheers. Welcome to this madness of us trying Mexican whiskey tonight. Again, I'm not 100% surprised that tequila is a big thing, but I just didn't expect them to just also go, hey, you know what? Let's try whiskey while we're at it. We know how to make tequila. Let's try something different. Hi. But yes, Sierra Norte, Sierra-Norte, Mexican whiskey. It's a thing. Is it good? Someone has to like it. It's not terrible. It's just not my thing at all, as far as whiskeys are concerned. And I'm imprinting silly stuff on it now. Since I know it's Mexican, I'm like, am I getting a corn tortilla? Am I getting in a corn taco, a crispy, hard corn? Corn taco thing, shell, hard one, yellow one. Am I? Or am I just thinking I know it's Mexican whiskey now? The water is right outside that window, by the way. So it's pretty close, as far as as close to the ocean as I can be, and not get blown away. If you watched again my I hate to keep talking about my Instagram, but that's where I post silly stuff. I did a quick lens or story. You can't hear me talk. That's how windy it is. I was like, hello. Phone's almost getting thrown out of my hand. And all I was doing, I was walking from the restaurant back to where I'm staying. Woo! Good times. Wow. I have to finish all of this. I really don't want to, because I don't like it. But I'm too stubborn to dump it right now, because that requires me going over the sink, which I can actually see from here. And I'm not going to dump Mexican whiskey, because I've never had it before. Is it weird? Yes. Do I like it? Not really. Would I keep drinking it? Yes, I will. I keep hoping next time I nose it or drink it, it's going to be different. Nope. Not yet. This was a pick, by the way. So someone liked this somewhere. You can still get a bottle through drammers.com. That's what it says at the bottom of this, the reveal. There are no YouTube reviews on this because, holy crap, who the hell would have known? Mexican whiskey. I want to move on to this other one just so I can talk about it briefly. Starlight. I think I'll only pour a little bit of it since I did mention I've had 2 beverages already, alcoholic beverages this evening. One of them was a beer, one of them was a old-fashioned, fancy one. And then I got back here. I gotta turn the heat on again. I'm already getting cold just because I'm near the window. Ugh. There'll be a stream tomorrow as well. I haven't decided exactly when. Assume 7 p.m., but I also know Christmas Eve. Not exactly the best time to stream anything, unless you're doing holiday movies, which I'm not. But I may do it from here, I may not. I can't stay here the whole weekend, but why? Mostly because, excuse me, I also I ate really fast before I came back from dinner, so I'm getting a little bit. But we'll see. We'll see if I want to stay here another night. I do. It's a nice place. I hope it'll look better in the morning, but I know it's going to be absolutely, literally freezing cold out. So all the water we got over the past 24 hours is going to turn to ice. And if they're not sanding the roads, it's going to make me getting back a little more interesting. So again, we shall see. I didn't exactly pack for more than one night, but as you can tell, this setup is just such high quality. How could you refuse? But really, I want to be back with all my whiskeys because I feel cozy and comfortable with them behind me, as opposed to being surrounded by lamps that would blind out my camera, which I didn't set up properly to begin with. I may fiddle with that after the stream ends, but right now I don't want to blind everyone. But again, I do want to get up to this sample. Maybe I'll just drink the whole thing and make mistakes. There's a jacuzzi tub here. Whiskey and jacuzzi? That sounds really nice. Away from this goddamn wind and cold. Oh, I like it. I'm liking it more and more. Something goes weird in there. It's really sweet. And corn. It drinks like a corn whiskey, huh? Funny that. Ha. I prefer the taste to the nose, if that means anything. But both of them I could just not. Ugh. Oh, nice. Got the good shit now. It's Friday night, and the bots are out. Want to find love? Our AI will help. Thank you, moderators. Pinch hitter, doing a great job. I was gonna get it. I just don't have good reaction time right now. But yeah. Why? Why bother? Like, people know the internet is for porn. It's fine. You don't need to come into chat rooms to remind everyone. Especially when we're just a bunch of white dudes talking about whiskey. We're good. I'm a single white dude, so, you know, I guess I get it. Thanks for reminding me, 69 mega. You jerk. That means I'm doing something right. I'm coming in here thinking they're going to get someone's attention. It's like, yeah, hardcore streamer, getting the bots. It happens. I prefer those bats to nasty bots. That's just obnoxious. Blech. Got my tub to keep me warm? Yeah. It's a luxury, man. One I don't have very often. Jacuzzi tub. Oh. I've drank worse. Robin KillCo, hello. Welcome back. KillCo's been doing the holiday train, that is a thing, a theatrical train. So you must have just got back from that a little while ago. Or are you still there and you're looking at this on your phone? Because you've done that too. Pour this sample? Well, if you insist. Only a little bit. Again, I had numerous drinks earlier already. I want to be coherent after this so I can get warm. I have the heating around me off because it's too damn loud. East Coast LQ wants to know. Scott Mooney, cheers! That's not what you want to know, but sorry, distracting. Schwelcome, happy Christmas, as they say somewhere else. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. My favorite so far, I really liked yesterday, which was a Japanese whiskey, slightly peated. Oh, so good. And there was one more I had. No, wait. That wasn't from the Advent calendar. There was another one I had, but it was a sample I had after one I did not like, and that was probably last Friday or Sunday. I'm not sure which. But so far, I think the Japanese whiskey, the recent one that's in my head, is that one from yesterday, because that was delightful. But now we have this heavy hitter Starlight thing, just a touch. But as you can see, the color is significantly different from the last one. Whoa! 57%? Are you sure? Woof. That woke me up. Oh. Serious brown sugar brownies. Chocolate chip cookies. There's a heavy ethanol note on this. Like there's alcohol in here, obviously. Woo. Sierra Norte, one and done. I would definitely try another Mexican whiskey. That specific barrel pick, you're good. I'm good. Thank you. I will not discount every single Mexican whiskey out there just from the one I've had. That's a bad idea. Why does this smell familiar? Have I had Starlight before? Maybe. I have. No, I have Starlight. Also, who the hell gave me this sample? Because if you gave this to me, thank you. Again, this is a Starlight Distillery, Huber's, Huber, apostrophe S, SIB pick, Bourbon World Holiday, 2020, 4-year, 57.3%. I figured with 2022 coming to a close, maybe I should finish that. Whew. Oh, that's intense. Oh, it smells good though. I'm nosing this and I'm thinking of a higher proof whiskey. So this is the kind of thing where I get this deep, rich, heavy, dark chocolate, cocoa, coffee feel to the nose, but there's this wonderful sweetness behind it. Yeah, East Coast, I forgot, but I can't remember the Japanese whiskey. Let me tell you what it is while you're here, because I have the ability to look at it very quickly. Otherwise, I'd say screw you. I mean, yesterday was 22, sorry. Yeah, single malt, Miyagikyo, peated. Ugh, no age statement, delicious. Absolutely delicious, and that was what, 48%. Oh, it's so good. I want a whole bottle of it just for me, but I'm good. I don't need more Japanese whiskey anymore. I have plenty of Nika from the barrel at the moment, which is what it was. It was making me think of that. I didn't realize that until I found out what it was, of course. Oh, and least I forget, was it Loch Lomond Aquavite pick. There was a sample of that earlier this month that was delightful. I was lucky enough to get a bottle of it. I love it. So it's nice to have it again. And just you'll see in the review or the tasting that I was being like, wow, this is really good. I really like this. What is it? And then of course the reveal being like, oh, of course I do. I knew I did. Audience dinner break. Ma, you're cheating. You're messing with the internets on your phone. Okay, that's what it is. All right, I knew Starlight was familiar, but I didn't know why. I don't know if I've had her picks. I assume I've had the Starlight sample while I was there, but I never had a bottle of it. And there's something oddly familiar about this. This is happening a lot this month, but it smells like something I've had before. Cheers again to you and yours. happy holidays. I will be here tomorrow. Whether anyone else will be here, debatable. But I will be doing a evening Christmas Eve stream with, day 24, and I will be doing day 25 as well. Christmas Eve stream. Both of them are tentatively set for 7 p.m. But it really depends on how I'm feeling, because there will be festivities on my end, family stuff, a little bit of travel, driving, drinking, eating. So much eating, I hope. So the time frame is is fluid at the moment. I will say 7 o'clock, but if it's not 7 o'clock, forget about it. Papa KillCo, no, I don't think he is working there as often. I think he's in school. Again, is what the waitress or the bartender told me, whose name was Jacqueline. We should go there, Dad. You should get the filet mignon. Oh, it's so good. And I also had their old fashioned, which was delightful. A cocoa maple Litchfield bourbon old fashioned, delightful. Yeah, it's posted on Instagram, Facebook, all that. Yes. You, Mama KillCo and Papa KillCo, I need you guys to figure out how the @ thing works. By that I mean the A with the circle thing around it, which is number 2. When you hit shift 2, and then @ person's name. It won't work on your phone, Ma. Dad, if you got your computer, it should work for you. Delightful. Dad, you're not a moderator. I'm gonna moderate you just for funsies. If I can, I could accidentally make you leave forever. There we go. Pop KillCo is now moderator. Yay. You guys have the power. Just don't use it. Because I hardly ever do myself. Yeah. That's better. That is so much better. Ooh! This is making me think of Knob Creek slightly. The proof, though, from what I would not know that was 57. I wonder if the stuff I've been taking to help with this has made it so I can't tell anymore. You just don't know what proof is anymore by this. I've been taking like Prilosec stuff every morning to try to deal with this annoying feeling I get sometimes. Whoa, words. Sasquatch. Well, tell him to stop copying my personality, damn it. That's good to know there's more mustaches out there. It's a rarity. Zenboot, it is moving. It moves very slowly, but it's a nice little ride. I've been on that a couple times now. Mom, you let me know when me and Dak can hitch a ride in your train. It'd be a nice holiday thing to do, but I know that's like the next holidays on New Year's. But that would be probably next. Is that next week? I don't want to think about it. I'm not ready for 2022 to be over. Thank you very much. I was happy when 2020 ended. Suddenly we're in 2022, which means we're going to be in 2023, which is almost 2024, which means 4 years from 2020. I don't think about it. You can tag on your phone, it's just a pain. I've never figured it out. Oh, that's delightful. Pecan pie. All those warm, comforting, baked goods feelings. Hot damn. The nose is still a bit... Yeah, a little bit more... It's still ethanol forward. Like there's a I'm doing this like you can see what I'm talking about, but there's something in the nose that makes me think almost gasoline. There's something, again, it's like freaking ethanol. It's the only way I can say it properly. It's not painful or punchy. It's just, oh, hello. That's definitely alcohol, which I like to not get from some whiskeys. It's better not to know. No, it's not. We're coming up on the end of the stream, believe it or not. Somehow we've survived. 5 minutes left. What day is it? Friday? Other people are streaming after this, I think. Christmas Eve. I'm sure there's plenty of people. Again, I will be back here tomorrow. I will not say when. Tentatively, I will say 7. Realistically, I don't know, since it will be Christmas Eve, and I'm still not quite sure where I will be exactly. Maybe here, maybe back in my apartment. Probably back at my apartment, since the... How do I put this? This is overly complicated information you don't need to know. But my brother is having us over at his house for Christmas Day, later in the day, so 1 p.m. But my apartment is closer to his house than where I am now. So it's either drive 30 minutes from my apartment or an hour plus from where I am now. And if you know me well enough, you know I don't want to deal with BS. And I still need to buy gas tomorrow, which is also going to suck, but I forgot to buy gas recently. So I need to fill up my tank. Bourbon Wrench, Whiskey Wars, ADHD Whiskey, Bourbon. There's plenty to do for the next 12 hours, or at least the next 5, 6. So give them a look. I'll be around. I'm probably going to go to bed early again. That's been my theme lately. My sleep was fractured for a while, which means I have to get it back to stable for the very briefest amount of time. I will be going to bed at midnight and waking up at 7 or 8. Oh, it's so nice. Until the New Year's happens, and then it fractures again in all likelihood. And I'll be either staying up late or waking up too early. Really is a joy to live with mental health problems. You never know what you're going to get. To quote Forrest Gump. Except this is just, I don't know what's happening. This, however, delightful. Starlight, Hubers, Huber. Again, I want to say Hubers or Hoobers, but lovely pick. Still a little punchy on the nose, but the palate is freaking chocolate brownies, chocolate fudge brownies. Oh my god. You can probably hear the wind. Yes, Ma, please drive safely. It is starting to get very cold, which means everything that was on the ground is getting icy. Especially that hill. You know what I'm talking about. A long, windy, very steep hill. Please be careful on that road. Not pleasant. I'm trying to keep an eye on the time. Do a bad job. Oh, there's also the fact that I like to have connected Wi-Fi, connection, an actual physical outlet. The ghosts are coming for me if these windows bust open, I swear. It makes good streaming entertainment, but not for me, for others. I will be back here again, as I said, tomorrow. This wind is scaring me at this point, and I need to get warm because I can feel the cold coming through the glass, even with those blinds down. But, as I said, tomorrow, fun, Christmas Eve, holidays, Christmas Day, blah blah blah. I am cold, slightly, and this wind is insane. At the very least, I did this stream for this day, at this time, and recorded how bonkers the wind was near the ocean. For your sake. And also had some Mexican whiskey and a lovely Starlight pick. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. I love when that happens. Get a whiskey I don't really like that much. Happened to bring along a sample which I wasn't sure if I'd like. Delightful. With that, p.m. Eastern Time. As always, live long and prosper. I wasn't sure if I did it right. Don't forget to be awesome. And I'll see you out there.
Thank you for joining me on KillCo Whiskey Musings. You can find my social media and Patreon in the links below. Be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.